/schedule.
Then I finally had nobody. My nature and the seas of fragrant waters throughout the 10 directions were identical with true emptiness, without any duality or difference. Now I am with the thirst come one and am known as a pure youth, and I have joined the assembly of bodhisattvas.
Please continue watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, and Thai. Schön, Sie liebevolle Zuschauer zu sehen. Mein Name ist Claudia aus Berlin, im gutherzigen Deutschland. Ihre schönen Bilder zeigen, dass Gott Sie liebt. Deutschland ist Europas größte Wirtschaft und bevölkerungsreichstes Land. Es ist ein Land mit vielen Reichtümern, mit großstädtischem Charme, kleinen malerischen Städten, mittelalterlichen Burgen und einem Reichtum an Kunst und Kultur. Deutschland war der Geburtsort von Bach, Beethoven, Brahms und Richard Wagner unter anderem. Das Land besitzt stolz eines der höchsten Niveaus der Welt, der Bildung und technologischen Entwicklung. Seit 1945 hat sich die Anzahl der Jugendlichen, die in Universitäten eintreten, mehr als verdreifacht. Und der Handel und Fachschulen der Bundesrepublik Deutschland sind unter den besten der Welt. Um seinen Bürgern zu helfen, hat Deutschland ein großzügiges Sozialsystem, das Folgendes bietet: allgemeine Gesundheitsversorgung, Arbeitslosigkeit, Vergütung und andere Sozialleistungen. Seine derzeitige Kanzlerin, Ihre Exzellenz Dr. Angela Merkel, ist die erste Frau des Landes, erste Ostdeutsche und erste Wissenschaftlerin, die das Amt innehat. Es ist eine Freude, einen Einblick des innovativen Deutschland mit Ihnen inspirierende Zuschauer zu teilen. Wir beten für Ihre Tage, dass sie mit wunderbarem Segen ausgefüllt werden. Seit über 3 Jahrzehnten erleuchtet die höchste Meisterin Ching Hai unsere Welt mit ihren göttlichen Lehren. Als vollkommen erleuchtete Meisterin übermittelt sie die Guan-Yin-Meditationsmethode denjenigen, die sich danach sehnen, auf der Stelle die Gottesnatur im Innern zu entdecken und im Laufe eines Lebens ewige Befreiung aus dem Kreislauf der Wiedergeburten zu erlangen. Die Guan-Yin-Methode wurde von allen erleuchteten Meistern praktiziert, etwa von dem von aller Welt verehrten Shakyamuni Buddha, dem verehrten Sohn Gottes Jesus Christus, dem verehrten Meister und Philosophen Konfuzius, dem verehrten Lord Krishna, dem verehrten Meister und Philosophen Lao Tse, dem verehrten Lord Mahavira, dem geliebten Propheten Mohammed, Friede sei mit ihm, dem ersten Sikh-Guru Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji und vielen mehr. Sie betont, dass wir, wenn wir uns immer auf Gott besinnen, anderen selbstlos dienen und den Gesetzen des Universums folgen, unser höchstes Potenzial als Menschen erreichen und den Zweck unseres Daseins auf Erden wahrhaft begreifen. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai ist ein herausragendes, lebendes Beispiel für Mitgefühl und schickt regelmäßig materielle und finanzielle Unterstützung und auch Liebe an Flüchtlinge, Obdachlose, Opfer von Naturkatastrophen und anderen Hilfsbedürftigen. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai ist dem lieben Gott zutiefst dankbar für all die finanzielle Hilfe, den Trost und die Unterstützung, die sie im Laufe der Jahre den Betroffenen und Bedürftigen und/oder für jede gute Sache als Siren, bescheidenes Gefäß, sierendes Mitgefühl und sierener Liebe, sierenden kostbaren Kindern geben konnte. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai dankt mit Respekt allen besonderen Personen, Organisationen, Führern und Regierungen für all ihre aufrichtige, liebevolle und kontinuierliche Unterstützung. Möge der Himmel sie für immer segnen. Wir, die Mitglieder der Internationalen Vereinigung der höchsten Meisterin Qinghai, sind auch aufrichtig dankbar für ihre ausdrucksvolle Güte und wünschen ihnen das Beste. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai erhält Liebe und Anerkennung von verschiedenen Organisationen, Medien, Regierungen und Einzelpersonen und hat von ihnen viele Preise erhalten, etwa den Gusi-Friedenspreis 2006, der als der Friedensnobelpreis des Ostens angesehen wird, den World Spiritual Leadership Award 1994, den Mahavir Award 2008, 22. Februar und 25. Oktober 2008, die beide zum Tag der höchsten Meisterin Qinghai erklärt wurden, eine Ehrenbürgerin der Vereinigten Staaten etc. und wurde über die Jahre hinweg mit zahlreichen anderen Preisen und Auszeichnungen für ihre herausragenden, karitativen und humanitären Taten geehrt. Wir entschuldigen uns dafür, dass wir aus Mangel an Platz und Zeit nicht viele weitere Auszeichnungen und Ehrungen vorweisen können. Die höchste Meisterin Qinghai dankt mit Respekt allen besonderen Personen, Organisationen, Führern und Regierungen für all ihre aufrichtige, liebevolle und kontinuierliche Unterstützung. Möge der Himmel sie für immer segnen. Wir, die Mitglieder der Internationalen Vereinigung der höchsten Meisterin Qinghai, sind auch aufrichtig dankbar für ihre ausdrucksvolle Güte und wünschen ihnen das Beste. Als echte Stimme für unsere wunderbaren tierlichen Freunde tritt die höchste Meisterin Qinghai für die friedliche und liebevolle pflanzliche Ernährung ein und vergegenwärtigt sich in dem Maße, wie die Menschheit die Unverletzlichkeit allen Lebens erkennt, eine ruhige und herrliche, komplett vegane Welt, in der Tiere und Menschen in glückseliger Harmonie leben. Ihre Initiativen zur Verbreitung des veganen Trends sind vielfältig. Dazu gehören das Verteilen des Flugblattes Alternativleben, die internationalen veganen Loving Heart Restaurants, vegane Nahrungsmittel, Unternehmen, Kunstpelzprodukte, Supreme Master Television sowie regelmäßige Gespräche mit einflussreichen Führungspersonen in Regierungen und Medien und die Teilnahme bei im Fernsehen übertragenen Klimawandelkonferenzen und so weiter. Ob wir davon Kenntnis haben oder nicht, hatten ihre Bemühungen einen enormen Einfluss in Bezug auf die weltweite Sensibilisierung für einen tierfreundlichen Lebensstil und darauf, dass uns bewusst wird, wie diese wohlwollende Lebensweise bleibenden Frieden zwischen den Nationen bringen und dabei auch unseren Planeten vor dem Klimawandel und vor Katastrophen retten kann. Über die Jahre hinweg ist die höchste Meisterin Qinghai weltweit umhergereist. Vom Doppelkontinent Amerika bis Afrika, von Europa bis Ozeanien und hat Hunderte von Gesprächen mit der Öffentlichkeit und ihren Schülern über eine Vielzahl spiritueller Themen geführt. Heute schätzen wir uns glücklich, Ihnen einen dieser aufschlussreichen Vorträge zu zeigen. Er trägt den Titel Das Surangama Sutra, 25 Mittel zur Erleuchtung, 4. Sitzung, Teil 2 von 5, inzwischen Meisterin und Schülern, auf Englisch gegeben. Am 7. April 2019 in Taiwan, auch bekannt als Formosa.
Imagine, yeah? So collective karma does happen, does exist, yeah? That's what it is. Even though we don't do anything wrong, but if we associate with wrong people, they can also contaminate you, make trouble. Yeah, even modern people understand that. They say, choose your friends carefully, yeah? And in the Bible even say, don't be among meat eater, wine drinker. Yeah, ancient time, new time is all the same wisdom that we should choose our associate carefully, yeah, if we can. Sometimes we cannot. So just protect yourself with the 5 holy names, okay? And whatever the power of your meditation, pray to the Master to protect you, and maybe you're okay, yeah? That is a problem, yeah? We live in the society. It's not possible to always avoid. Sometimes I say a house, but actually it's not. When I say my house, it's actually a cave. Because we always say my house, my house. Cave is a very rare phenomenon. So I forgot. Just like recently, I have to talk to a being called the Ultimate Master, the Self. And I forgot that name all the time. I keep saying Supreme Master. Enlightened Master, Highest Master, Omnipresent, anything but the Ultimate Master. And I have to redo it again and say, sorry, I forgot. I have to say the Ultimate Master when I talk to that being, my great self, whatever. It's habit, when something new is difficult to remember. So therefore, being greatly enlightened doesn't exempt you from all the troubled water around you, huh? Okay? Just be always vigilant and protect yourself with all you have. And pray to the Master, also always stand by. But sometimes it's not because of the collective karma, sometimes because of your karma. You did something in the past and that one rubbed off into the present, which is the condition through which you can be born and live until you die. It's the present karma, yeah? Or maybe you have done something and you forget this lifetime. Yeah. Add on karma. After initiation, if you don't add on any karma, then you're clean. You should be safe enough, yeah. But if you associate with other people, of course, then it's not as smooth as if you just, if at the time of initiation, you keep to yourself until, you're gone, then maybe less trouble. But that's easier said than done. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come here. You would have just stayed with me, or you just have become a monk or nun somewhere, or just stay somewhere enjoying yourself. Outside, feel lonelier than when you're alone. Believe me, it's like that. I feel lonelier when I'm in the city with the crowd or in the restaurant, that kind of life. I feel more lonely than when I was in the Himalaya all by myself. And I feel the food don't taste as pure, even though so many flavors, not as good as when I was in the Himalaya, back in my own chapati and peanut butter, and drink the Ganges River. By the way, today we mentioned that about my happy time, my happiest time. And you say, oh, we can all go there. And if you go there, then it's not happiest time anymore. What's the difference? If I sit there, talk to you, or sit here, talk to you? You're so cute. I meant alone, yeah? In a small little hut, living with scorpion and snakes and centipede, whatever. Yeah, I don't feel as scared as when I live in the city. This kind of fear, from people around you, or from the situation, or from the world, it just rub off on you. So even if you live together among the people, you still sometimes feel some airy kind of feeling, some not safe feeling, huh? Yeah. So I had to lock my door all the time, just at least have peace of mind, Otherwise, every little bomb outside or something, I woke up from samadhi even. Yeah, don't feel that safe. Yeah. Even sometimes I forgot to lock the door. Heaven woke me up. Say, security. I say, what means security? Something wrong? And then I look around. I did not lock the door. Yeah, it's funny, It's funny. And they would give me messages of some kind of warning. I told you a long time ago that when they send a message, there are some sound, either like melodious music, or some ring like a phone, or like a fax machine, or like SMS, snooze or something like that. But if you sit next to me, you won't hear it. It's just very loud. Sometimes very loud. Loud enough for me to hear. Even during my sleep, I would wake up right away, and I ask what's wrong. Okay, then they would send me the email. Okay. Yeah, normally it's very short. It's not long, because if it's too long, I'm too tired, to check it out. It's very to the point, and short, very short. 1 or 2 sentences, 5 words, 3 words, 4 words, or 1 word. And then they let you guess what's the rest of it. That's why when they say security, I wonder what, And then I just look around, maybe it's the door. And sometimes I want to go somewhere and they told me not going. They just say, don't go, that's it. And I have to figure out why. Or I have to ask them, why is that? Because figure it out take too long, I have to go to Akashic record or whatever. It's very tiring, So I asked them why, and then they told me, maybe that's one word, not safe or unsafe, just like that. Then it's clear enough, then no need to explain. But if I want to know why unsafe, then of course they will explain. They can be very long-winded also, but mostly they know I don't like long-winded, so they keep it short. Okay, yeah, the calendar again, huh? Yeah, you like the calendar part, don't you? Huh? Okay, now the monk continue. I encountered limitless Buddhas and cultivated in this way until the coming of the third come one, king of masterful penetration of mountains and seas. That's the name of the other Buddha. Until that time, he cultivated until that Buddha come into his life, his world. Then I finally had nobody. My nature and the seas of fragrant waters throughout the 10 directions were identical with true emptiness, without any duality or difference. Now I am with the third come one and am known as a pure youth, and I have joined the assembly of bodhisattvas. I mean, all this time he has been so pure like that, and he has never felt his body. He always identified himself with either the fragrant sea, the body of seawater, or river, whatever. He had no body at all this time. He has the body, but maybe he's too purely concentrated. So even though he's born, he always feels like he's water. Lucky nobody keeps throwing stone into his body. Otherwise, not only heart pain, your liver, lung, and everything. Imagine going outside there and seeing the body of the water moving in front of you or behind you. Wouldn't you feel like, okay, test it? Throw the pong. See if it's real water or your illusion. Don't do that. If you see some chunk of water moving in front of you, stay away from it. You might get wet, okay? And don't throw stone in him. Now he joined the assembly of Sakyamuni Buddha, and then he became a monk. The Buddha asked about perfect penetration by means of the nature of water. I penetrated through to the flow of a single flavor, and I obtained patience with the non-existence of beings and phenomena, and the perfection of Buddhi. This is the foremost method, concentration on water. So it's not like you just contemplate on water, or different kind of water, you see, even the water that mixed with your excrement or urine, he's so pure that he has no differentiation. All of that, it's just like pure water to him. That's why he say he's successful in contemplating water until only one flavor, one water flavor. There's no difference between water or defiled water or pure water to him. Okay, next one, the Dharma Prince, Vaidurya Light, his name, arose from his seat, bowed at the Buddha's feet, and said to the Buddha, I can still remember back through eons, as many as the sands of the Ganges. You know everything. Maybe I don't need to read. I just need the name. I read the name. You add on the rest in your mind. I read it for the sake of somebody at home, okay, who are not here. Otherwise, you know everything already. I remember that to the time of a Buddha named Limitless Sound, who, life after life, always Buddha coming and going, huh? Lucky us, huh? Who instructed the bodhisattvas that fundamental enlightenment is wonderful and bright. He taught them to contemplate this world and all the beings in it as forest conditions propelled by the power of wind. That Buddha at that time told his disciples to recognize that this world and everything in it is illusion, anyway, by the power of the wind. Meaning from nothing. It's born from nothing. How can the power of the wind create anything? So that just means illusion. This world is false. So contemplate on that. At that time, I contemplated the position of the world, and I regarded the passage of time in the world. I reflected on the movement and stillness in my body. I considered the arising of thought in the mind. All these kinds of movements were non-dual. they were equal and the same. I then understood that the nature of movement does not come from anywhere and does not go anywhere. Every single material particle throughout the 10 directions and every upside-down living being in it is of the same empty falseness. Upside down, yeah? You never know if the earth is up or down now. We are sitting here upright, but maybe our heads are down, we don't know. Huh? The world keeps rolling, and sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. So every upside-down living being is true. Huh? So all of that is empty, is illusion. And so, throughout the 3,000 great thousands worlds, the living beings in each of the worlds were like so many mosquitoes confined in a trap and droning monotonously. Caught in those few square inches, their hum built to a maddening crescendo. Not long after I encountered the Buddha, Shakyamuni, I attained patience with the non-existence of beings and phenomena. My mind then opened, and I could see the country of the Buddha unmoving in the east. I became a Dharma prince and served the Buddhas of the 10 directions. My body and mind emit a light that makes them completely clear and translucent. The Buddha asked about perfect penetration. I contemplated the power of wind as lacking anything to rely on, and I awakened to the body-mind. I entered Samadhi and meshed with the single wonderful mind transmitted by all the Buddhas of the 10 directions. This is the foremost method, according to him. Contemplate on the wind. Can you? I mean the nature of the wind, he means nature of the wind. You must really be concentrating. Then the essence will reveal to you. It's not about the wind because you can't see the wind, you can't touch the wind, you can't even imagine what this wind is like. Nah? But if you concentrate, you think about it long enough, and also because the Buddha transmitted this method, yeah, by the power of the Buddha, things will become clear to a practitioner. So he thinks concentrating on the wind is his method. There are so many different methods, you know. In Vietnam, one of the masters tell his disciples just lay down or sit down and look up on the ceiling and put a piece of red cloth, concentrate on that. And they also, okay. Long time ago, one of the enlightened masters in Vietnam taught that method. Just concentration. Or somebody concentrate on the candlelight. Now, another one. Everything clear of that monk from him, yeah? Okay, we go next one. The clearer the story, the less calendar, and I like it also. Because by now you understand so many things already, I don't have to explain anymore, right? Even I just say one word, you can fill in the rest already, right? The sands of the Ganges River, eons of Kauba. Now, there was another monk named Treasury of Emptiness Bodhisattva, arose from his seat, bowed to the Buddha's feet and said to the Buddha, "The thirst come one, and I attained boundless bodies at the place of the Buddha, Samadhi light." It's one of the ancient Buddha. At that time, I held in my hands 4 huge precious pearls, which shone on Buddha lands as many as the motes of dust in the 10 directions, and transformed them into emptiness. In my mind, there appeared a great perfect mirror, which emitted from within 10 kinds of subtle, wonderful, precious light that poured out into the 10 directions to the farthest bounds of emptiness. All the royal lands of Varnas came into the mirror and passed into my body. there was no hindrance to this interaction because my body was like emptiness. My body could enter with ease as many countries as there are fine motes of dust and could do the Buddha's work on a wide scale because it had become completely compliant. I achieved this great spiritual power from contemplating in detail how the four elements lack anything to return to, and how the production and extinction of false thoughts is no different from emptiness, how all the Buddha lands are basically the same. Once I realized this identity, I obtained patience with the non-existence of beings and phenomena. The Buddha asked about perfect penetration. I used the contemplation of the boundlessness of emptiness to enter samadhi and attain wonderful power and perfect clarity. This is the foremost method. You see that? Another one who contemplate the measureless emptiness. But still, it's not like that. This is the power of the Buddha that transmitted to him. So awaken in him this ability is clarity, purity, in order to perceive wondrous things, which is normal man cannot. And normally he also cannot ever experience before. So that's his method. I'm just reread to see if anything I need to explain. Anything I need to explain? You enlightened already, right?